Robotech live-action film is set up over at Sony Pictures. We have two outstanding producers working on it, Gianni Nunnery and Mark Camp. Gianni and Mark have a long, successful track record in Hollywood. Here are some of the films they have produced over the years. While Gianni and Mark are working on putting together the Robotech live-action film, this year, Sony Pictures approached us and said, we want Robotech back out for the fans. We want more Robotech in the mainstream. We want Robotech back on streaming services. So Sony has put us on Crackle. All episodes and the Shadow Chronicles are now streaming for free on Crackle. So some of you are probably asking, saying, Kevin, how well is it doing? Well, since our debut, we have been a top 10 title overall on the platform. You take everything. Animation, live action, we have been in the top 10 since our debut. And we are also the #1 anime title on Crackle.
Yeah!
But we're also available, if you want the original broadcast version, it's also available on Amazon streaming right now. And for those of you who want original Macross, Southern Cross, and Mospita, we've got you covered as well. All the Japanese episodes are now streaming on Amazon. And let's not forget the Big Daddy. We're also available on Netflix. Now that Robotech is available on streaming services, fans are starting to ask us, where's the apparel? And we've got you covered with 80stees.com. Already, these t-shirts are available from 80s Tees. So are these. And we have these in the pipeline. Okay, who here wants the Robotech Jack Daniels shirt? All right. It's coming, folks. It's coming soon. Yep, more t-shirts. And we got these. These. And later this summer, the Robotech Chibi line makes its debut. Oh, and folks, it's summertime right now, but we all know it gets cold in the winter, and 80s Tees got you covered with their flight freezes. Oh, yeah. Oh, and speaking of, it's nice to have some nice warm socks too, isn't it? Yeah. Plus, 80s Tees has made a line of canvas wall art. You can buy them either they're pre-painted or you can paint your own. Yeah. So go to www.80stees.com and you can place your order today. But with apparel, what about new merchandise?
Bottle K.
But see, folks, everyone's asking us about the plushies. But folks, I have a problem. The plushies have sold out. We are in a plushie crisis. So we have signed a new license. Figure Collective, located at booth 311, and they're going to create a whole line of Robotech plushies, starting with the Skull Eater. It's available right now for $30 at booth 3111. So go check them out. And speaking of new merchandise, let's talk about our friends from Toynami for a moment. The 1/100 scale heavy armor Veritechs are now in stock. Fully transformable in the Rick Hunter, Max Sterling, and Roy Fokker variants. People ask them, the heavy armor's great, Kev, but what about the fast packs? We got them too. In the Miria Sterling, Max Sterling, and Rick Hunter variants. Hey, would you like to see the first Robotech toy commercial in over a decade? Yeah. Check this out. The 1/100 scale VF1 here is like sort of weathered. Toonami saw the commercial and is now selling a convention exclusive VF1J weathered like you see here in the commercial. It's available right now at booth 811. It's a convention exclusive, folks. So go on down, tell George I sent you. And we've got more stuff from our friends at Loot Crate. We're now working with Loot Crate on exclusive Robotech merchandise, starting with the Robotech LED lamp. Yes. This came out last year, and earlier this year, the Robotech Spec Ops VF1J Stealth 1/100 scale came out. These are only available at Loot Crate, and we're working with Loot Crate right now to make more exclusive Robotech merchandise. If you want to be first to get the new stuff, go to www.lootcrate.com. And let's not forget our good friends at Kits Concept. Kits Concept is a new toy license we signed last year. And last year they released super deformed VF1s, starting with the Roy Fokker and Rick Hunter variants. They're 5.5 inches tall, high die-cast metal content, and contain LED lighting. These sold so well, fans began asking, saying, Kevin, we want fast packs. Kits Concept delivered. But what's cool about the fast packs? It's the missiles. And folks, the missiles light up. Yes. And just recently, the Max and Miria variants are now for sale. www.therobotechstore.com. You want to see a commercial for them? Check it out. Yeah, they're available now at www.therobotechstore.com. Many of you, you're seeing the stop motion animation. The stop motion animation was done by two people, Brian Hines and Garrett Barati, and they've got more stuff in the pipeline. Stay tuned. But popping back to Kits Concept for a minute, they have new things in the pipeline, starting with the dancing Minmay dolls. Yes, they dance. And there's much more that meets the eye to these dolls. Stay tuned, folks. They'll be out later this year. Let me ask you folks a question. Do you remember this?
A gargantuan alien battle fortress has penetrated our atmosphere. With the advanced technology of the SDF-1, you can defend against the Zaytani warriors. Strategically deploy your battle legs. Transform and attack. Now you can be part of the story. Robotech Battleoids and SDF-1 new from Matchbox.
Take my money now!
Wasn't the SDF-1 a great toy? Wasn't it? Yeah, it was awesome. Let's not get. Folks, Kits Concept also remembers. And late last year in Hong Kong, this made its debut. Here's another photo of it. Oh yeah. Folks, this is the Kits Concept design team too. This will give you an idea how, this is a pretty big prototype here. And I heard someone ask, like, how big is it? It's over 2 feet long. Fully transformable, includes LED lighting. It's It's in development right now. We're going to have some more information a little later in the year, but we've got an SDF1 in the pipeline, folks. Stay tuned. And we have some new licenses too. Starting with Super 7. They're going to make a line of Robotech muscle figures. We also have a great new license in Surgo. And they're going to make a new line of Robotech skateboards featuring the artists who did their Street Fighter decks. Those will be out later this summer. We also have another new license, and we had to go all the way to Tokyo, Japan for Prime One Studio. They're going to make a line of Robotech statues, and here is the prototype. Yeah, want to see a close-up of it? Yes, it has LED lighting, folks. Here it is fully painted. It'll be out later this year. And hey, we have another new license. Their name is Kids Logic. Many of you have been asking, I want Robotech figures of the characters. Kids Logic is going to make a line of 12-inch, fully posable Robotech figures. The uniform is cloth, by the way. They're starting with the Max and Rick Hunter. But Kevin Can, the chairman of Kids Logic, he contacted us and he said, you know, the 12-inch figures are great, but what would be really cool if we had a cockpit diorama for them to go in. Yes, a 1/6 scale cockpit diorama. And this is no ordinary diorama, folks. It is a Bluetooth capable 3.1 digital surround sound system. Here is a photo. This is how big it is. This is Billy Davis, our executive vice president. You might notice too at the base, it's sort of glowing. It's got over 30 LED lights. Here's another photo of the cockpit. These fade, by the way. Someone actually built this, okay? And it's very, very cool. The diorama will come with a 12-inch posable figure and a sitting statue. And folks, you notice something? The pilot seat's removable. Yes. Now folks, people are saying, Kevin, how do I buy it? We have a bit of a problem because Friday, they sold out at the Robotech store. Yes, we're working to get these restocked, so stay tuned. We also went to China last year to celebrate Robotech's 25th anniversary there. And while there, some very cool future concepts made their debut. Some of you might remember the Monster Destroy toy from Matchbox.
Yes!
We think a monster franchise deserves a Monster Destroy. This was created by a company called Spider Toys. This is a concept, it's not in production. We're trying to figure out a way to actually produce it. Because folks, when we say Monster Destroy, we mean that because this is the first ever Monster Destroy that's in 1/55 scale. That's the Konami 155 BF1s there. Folks, it is huge. But that's not all. We also have another future concept that made its debut. Prepare yourselves for the all-metal super scale VF1. Here's another photo of it. Now I hear people asking, does it transform? Watch. Do you want to see that again? Okay. All right, ready? All right, here it goes. licensed product, by the way, folks. This was licensed by Harmony Gold and Reed Pop. It was created by an artist named Sun Shinkwon. Sun informed us that he wants to make a 1:1 scale fully transformable VF1. Yeah, he is very, very talented, and it was he. I sort of have to point this out. When the video I just showed you, he was standing next to me, and he's such a big Robotech fan. He quite literally like hugged me. Tears were in his eyes because it meant so much that Harmony Gold could see this actually transform. He is an amazing artist. Do you want to see the 1:1 scale, fully transformable VF1? Yeah. I'll ask him how much it actually costs to buy. Okay. I think they make a custom one for you. Okay. But folks, we also are doing some other things too. We're also doing the Robotech Gives Back initiative. Last year, we teamed up with Children's Hospital Los Angeles to create a limited edition Robotech script book. It was signed by the cast and crew. It was limited to a run of 100 copies, and 100% of all profits benefited Children's Hospital Los Angeles. After we announced this in September, 2 days later, it sold out. Many fans approached us saying, I would love to buy this, I want to support Children's Hospital, and so we put it back in stock. It's unsigned, it's a demand-driven run. It's on sale for $29.99 at www.therobotechstore.com. And ladies and gentlemen, 100% of all profits benefit Children's Hospital Los Angeles. So it's only available at therobotechstore.com. So if you want to order it right now, it's worth it. Just the content alone is worth it, but you're helping a very worthy cause. And just so you know, folks, it contains Carl Masek's handwritten notes of how he adapted Macross into Robotech. It is a very unique view of the creation of the Robotech franchise. And speaking of publishing, we have a new comic license. And they've done comics as Kung Fu Panda, Tank Girl, Independence Day, Heroes, Assassin's Creed, Penny Dreadful, Dark Souls, The Blacklist, and they are the official comics license for Doctor Who. Their name is Titan Comics. Many of you have been asking us for years, will you republish the old Robotech comics? Titan says yes. The entire back catalog. And we also have a new comic writer to write a new series. He's worked on such comics as Conan, X-Men, Star Wars. His name is Brian Wood. We also have incredible new covers, starting with this variant by Miguel Mercado. This variant by the Waltrip Brothers. This action figure variant by Claire Shedd. You get this? Well, don't worry, there's a midnight version too. This cover by Stanley Lau. These amazing covers by Carl Kerschel. He has done variants for Claudia, Roy, Rick, Lisa, and Minmay. We also have 2 covers for Midtown, exclusive for Midtown Comics in Manhattan, both the Rick Hunter and Roy Fokker variant. But what about the storyline? What is this going to be about? Well, our good friend Chris Thompson, editor at Titan Comics, has recorded a video to explain. Here it is.
I'm Chris Thompson, and I'm the brand manager for Robotech at Titan Comics. When I started here last year, Robotech was one of the really exciting projects I was going to be working on. because it's something I grew up with. So I guess like you guys, I'm an old school fan. I'm genuinely into this material, and so it's been great to be able to input both creatively and in terms of the marketing and really forge a direction for where we're going. I wanted to give you a little insight into what that is, because I know there's been a lot of questions. It seems a little mysterious, and I guess that is part of it. We want to have an element of mystery. This isn't just another retelling of the Macross saga. It's not just us revisiting that old stuff. We've looked at Carl Masek's original vision, which if you've ever read about that, you might have some inkling of what I'm getting at. But he had a view for what Robotech would do and how it would work, and we're really coming back to that. I know that originally it was based on 3 incredible Japanese anime, but we want to take what was special about Robotech on its own and really expand on that, forge that, and create something great. So if you like the original series, if you like the original anime, they're all still there for you to enjoy, but there's something new of Robotech that we can provide for you. So you get to see these characters again, you get to meet them, but with modern depths, modern challenges, just the kind of storytelling and character development that you can do today that maybe you didn't do in the 80s. And I'm really excited about the direction. Everything is up for grabs. No one's fate is predetermined. You really don't know what to expect, but there is a point and a reason to it all. And I hope you're going to be along for the ride with us, because I'm genuinely excited, not because it's my job, but because as a fan, I'm like, this is some cool stuff. And you know, I can promise you that what we're doing is going to be really cool.
Yes, they'll be available in July 2017. This month, July 26th is when they come out. Titan has cut a comic trailer. Would you like to see it? Yeah. Here it is. July 26th, folks, they're out. But what about the art books? You remember the art books, don't you? Remember Robotech's Art 1, 2, and 3, right? Yeah. Well, many of you have asked. You said, you know, we'd love to see them reprinted. We ran into a problem, is that Starblaze, the company who printed them, went out of business decades ago. So we teamed up with our friends over at Udon, and we decided to redo the entire art book concept. Instead of just doing one art book over the whole series, we're going to break it apart into sections. The Macross Saga, the Masters, and the New Generation. And I want to bring up the lights to preset 1. I want to bring up our friends, my friend, Tommy Yu and Eric Ko from Harmony Gold and Udon. Gentlemen, if you would be so kind to come on up here and bring up the lights too, if you could. They're coming up, there we go, there we go. Come on up here, guys, because I want them to explain what is going to happen with these art books and how different they are from the original ones. Gentlemen. Welcome, Eric. Welcome to the Robotech franchise. Thank you. Tell us about the art books.
Actually, Udon has been with the Robotech franchise for the longest time. When Wildstorm was doing the comics, we were the main artists working on the Wildstorm comics for all the series, working with Tommy. So, and I'm a big Robotech fan myself, growing up watching the shows. So it's an honor that we'll be able to work on the Robotech art books with Tommy.
Actually, can you bring up the cover of the visual archive?
There.
Yeah, so this is a fantastic project that Udon has been working on for a long, long time. This is probably one of the most complicated printed projects that we've had done in quite a while. And to give you guys a sense of scope of how big the book is, the original Robotech art book was about 200 pages and some change. This one is how many pages is it coming in at?
We're getting to about almost 250 pages right now. The extensive process comes with me and Tommy and our managing editor, Matt Moylan. We all sit down and look through and dig through all the archives available for us on all the design artworks, all the information, all the design sketches, character design, drawings, everything, to make sure we collect as much of the original TV series, like archive artwork as much as possible to put in this book. We do restoration, we do rescanning of those artwork. A lot of those things, like we have to make sure that we touched up nicely for the new, like the new printing, because a lot of the things that was done before, they were like in a lower resolution, because like the printing technology was different, and now everything is high res, HD, and everything. So it's a very long process, but we get there now, and the book is about to go to print. Probably in around 2 weeks once we get through the final approval.
Yes. Can you advance one? Matt Moylan has done an incredible job in terms of wrangling the amount of content together. This is, you see here, an episode summary for the first episode of Robotech. But to show you some contrast, for those of you who collected Robotech Art 1 before, and this book has 248 pages dedicated just to the Macross side, so you're going to have about 3 times as much room dedicated to Macross as before with Robotech Art 1. We have a page next from Robotech Art 1 showing, as you got to the interior, to the middle episodes, like this is Force of Arms, one of the most important episodes within Robotech, and that was the entire summary for that episode.
It was before.
Yeah, this is before. And then we're going to show you after. So this is the new page showing you a lot more screenshots, more information than before, even including comparative information, the names of the original Japanese episodes, for fans who are into finding out the roots of the work. And then advance one more again. And this also, to explain what Eric was talking about, in the original Robotech Art 1 production, it was based on what you call a model pack. When the pre-production for a show was being put together so that the animators could be consistent with a consistent vision over the course of 36 episodes, they would produce a model pack of all the characters, turnarounds, different views of the characters. And this was very, very useful during licensing when all these products, toys would be made. This would be the blueprints for all those products. And this was gathered into what was called the Robotech Style Guide by Carl and Savannah Mason. And this, eventually, when it was sold in stores, this evolved into Robotech Art 1. What's interesting is when they were working back then, this was before all the digital tools existed that we have.
It was photocopied.
Yeah, it was photocopied. And what's really interesting here is you can't unsee this. They had to mash photocopies together before Photoshop existed. And you'll see seams down the middle of the Zentradi ship, where multiple pages, they couldn't digitally retouch them together. They just had to kind of see if they could line it up in a photocopier. But now, in the next page showing the Udon work, we have a lot more views than before, a lot more information than before, including the original Japanese information. And if you advance further, this is kind of cute. We have even the ship comparisons, in which the original model pack had the Studio Nue mascot sketched into it. So this was their little Easter egg in there. So I didn't realize their mascot was this big. The next one, we've got one of the characters. Actually, do you want to talk more about Matt's work?
Yeah, so as you can see, also, one thing with the props of Matt is when he was doing the editing and stuff, as you can see when he scrolls through everything, the sections are also color-coded. So you have the character section, this is red, you go back and see the Mac sections are in green, and then the history section, you guys have it in gray. So, like we have a lot of graphic designs that is the kind of like a key to which section it is, and then with the character designs, We again try to pick up as many archive drawings and sketches and everything that we can find as possible to be included in this book. So at this moment, I would say this is the as complete as possible edition that we can do.
Yeah, I totally agree. I
we
think
can
this is the most complete printed Robotech archive book of its kind ever done. Yeah.
You see, like the reg section.
And I love stuff like this in pre-production, showing comparisons between the characters. And also, as before, there's the original Japanese source names, such as Hikaru Ichijo, for fans who are interested about the roots of the production of these characters.
So you said this will be out in 2 weeks?
No, and we're still going through approvals.
Oh,
I'm actually pushing this guy to approve the book in about 2 weeks so we can be sent to print.
I see.
Right now, if we get it approved in 2 weeks, then we are probably targeting a ship date in stores date around like November. It'll be out before Christmas. So fans and friends who like Robotech, then pre-order it on Amazon as a Christmas gift for them would be good. And once this book launches, we got your full support, then we'll move on to a Mosquito book, and then later on the Southern Cross book and the Chronicle books. And we are digging through the archive right now for the Mosquito stuff.
Great, excellent. Folks, as you can see, we have outstanding new licenses, great new products, a live-action film set up over at a world-class studio. As Carl Masek said, the best is yet to come, but now it's time to hear what you have to say. We urge our fans to line up here at the microphone over here and want to ask questions. We have the mystery box ready to